So we're going to take a look at a panel right now, and I'll just try to break it down and how this system works. Our deep sea controller, that's the brains of the operation. I know you think it's me, but it's really the brains of the operation here that's going on. This is taking all the sensory systems off your engine, whether it's temperature, whether it's torque, whether it's fuel pressure, exhaust gas temperature, all that. It's taking everything that the generator is putting out, and it's reading here and sensing it. So this is the brains of the operation. So the TRLS system works in concert with this, again, building that solution for the contractor, building the solution for the rental company, and preventing damage to the engine system because of light loads. So how do we do that? We'll have to take a walk around to the other side here. And here it is, folks. 2 tubes surrounded with insulation. Now, we had an excavator, right? Something really cool to talk about. This isn't probably the coolest looking thing out there, but boy, I tell you, it really, really does work. Extensive testing up in Canada, cold weather conditions. Also in like oil fields where you have intermittent loads where a pump jack would be running and would draw extremely high currents and power for moments, 20, 30 minutes, and it might shut off for 2 hours, and then there's no load on the generator. Those are examples when we'd start to wet stack the components. We could damage our injectors, we could damage the turbos, the diesel particulate filter, you name it, exhaust gas recirculation devices. All those things can become damaged with light load. So how does the TRLS work? I like to start out with the temperature sensor on the engine itself. It says that that temperature sensor sends a signal over to that controller, the brains of the operation. It says, hey, excuse me. Hey, excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, so here's what's going on. So I just start with that temperature sensor because it's something, if I brought my laser pointer, I could bring it out and show you. It senses that. We really want to get that thermal management and load management together. So what are we doing? It sends a signal over that deep sea controller. It says, you know what, I'm too cold. I'm not running at the right operating temperatures. I need to do something about it. So it sends a signal over to the TRLS. How many people have looked inside a toaster before to see the coils, see if my toast is done? Everybody's probably doing that. Well, we kind of call this, a nickname is the wet toaster. It's a heating coil that's immersed in the fluid. So we're taking fluid directly from the engine block. It goes into these tubes, circulates around. When those coils are engaged, they're hot, they're heating up the fluid. They go back into the radiator and just keep that heat going. Okay, so it's a thermal management system. It's also an electrical load on the generator. We're pulling off of the 240 volt side of the generator to run this. It's seamless. The operator never knows whether it's working or not. It's one of those things that you just have to have trust in, that it's keeping that load up on the generator and protecting those devices. So the solution here is a built-in insurance policy for the rental companies that send it out and they have no control over what they're loading, or the contractors that have a lot of those intermittent loads, periods with no load and then high loads, and not running these things at temperature. So again, the TRLS system, about a year right now it's been out. It's the first ConExpo that we're showing it. It's standard on this G100, and it's an option on all our smaller generators as well.